Welcome to Everyday Yoga. My name is Christine. Today's mat-based workout is all about dealing with all the overeating that I do, over the holidays. I start basically, my birthday's in September, my husband's birthday is October, then we got Thanksgiving, then we got Christmas, and then New Year's, and then Valentine's Day, and by then you're like, oh my God, 15 pounds later, not to mention the 2020 COVID weight, but that can cause a lot of digestive issues. So we are going to practice one of my favorite yoga poses, Paschimottonasana. I just love saying that, but it's basically seated forward fold. And if you have a pillow or a nice big bolster or even a bed pillow or maybe even a couple of bed pillows depending on how your gut feels, that could come in really handy today. So let's start with just noticing the breath coming into the body. Every time we do that, every time we're present, we are building resiliency. So this is a 2-for-1 deal. Deal with some overeating, maybe digestive issues, maybe you're not even overeating, but your tummy just doesn't feel great. This is also a great way to stretch the back as well as the hamstrings and even into the calves. So this is a wonderful all-around yoga pose, not to mention it is really fun to say Paschimottonasana. I love it. Okay, so with your bolster or pillow or whatever you have handy nearby, find yourself in staff pose. This is Dandasana. That is the Sanskrit name for it. So we're basically in Tadasana, just like we usually are when we're standing in mountain pose. We're drawing the crown up to the sky. We're grounding down the sit bones into our seat. Our feet are pressing into the earth, but in this case there's no earth, but our feet are still engaged. Our feet are flexed with the toes pointing up towards the sky. Knees are not locked. They might even be bent quite a little bit. In fact, if you have a lot of pillows and stuff around, you could put some pillows underneath here and then another pillow for your lap. Make it comfortable, make it cozy. Be nice to yourself. So we're sitting in staff pose with our fingertips out to the side, drawing up the crown, lifting the heart as we inhale, letting the shoulders and the jaw relax as we exhale. It's such a habit for me to close my eyes when I'm practicing yoga, so I apologize if I did that without inviting you to come along. So close your eyes with me. If you're not comfortable with that, just take a soft gaze. Notice what's going on in the body. And the next time you inhale, take your fingertips on either side of your thighs. And as you exhale, gently walk the fingertips forward, keeping the back straight and the chin tucked to keep the neck long, drawing the heart forward, forward fold. Just folding over those legs. This might be as far as you want to come, or maybe even here. Maybe it's just a tiny little bend. Honor your body, it's okay. But you can stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhaling as you draw the heart forward. Keep the neck long. Keep the back long. And exhale if you want to come even a tiny little bit farther, closer to those thighs. Inhale, lengthen, keeping that back flat, or as flat as backs get. And as you exhale, maybe come any amount farther. And then as you inhale, walk those fingertips back up to your staff pose. Now take your pillow or whatever you have handy. We're going to do the same thing. This time when you get to your fullest expression of the pose, you're just going to relax over the pillow. So if you need to take a moment here to pause and maybe get a bigger pillow, please go ahead and do that because I do want to make sure that you're super comfortable here. But when you're ready, we'll start in staff pose. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to relax the shoulders. Keeping the chin tucked very gently just to keep the neck long. Inhale and walk the fingers forward. Exhale here, drawing the shoulder blades down the spine towards the tailbone. Inhale here, and as you exhale, go ahead and fold forward any amount more. Inhale here, and as you exhale, let your pillow or bolster take over and relax all the way down across the pillow. Your hands can be on your shins, on the pillow. Grab your toes if that's comfortable for you, or they can just be right here by your thighs or your calves. Just let the pillow take all of the weight of your torso. Let the head be heavy. Let the neck relax. Let the jaw relax. And as you inhale here, and I'm sitting up so that my voice doesn't get muffled in the pillow. But as you inhale here, draped over your bolster or pillow, think about what's going on in your back. And as you exhale, surrender the weight of your torso any amount more. Inhale to stretch the skin across the back. And exhale to relax and surrender that torso. And let's just take a couple full rounds of breath together. Inhaling and exhaling. When you're ready, go ahead and let your fingertips walk you up as you inhale, coming back to a nice tall staff pose. You can stay in Paschimottonasana, seated forward fold with the bolster, for as long as your comfort allows. And I hope you find a little bit of relief for whatever you might be experiencing today. And if you're feeling awesome and good, you can still enjoy the fact that your back is getting a stretch, that your tummy's getting a nice little massage with the pillow, that the backs of your hamstrings are getting a nice little stretch, and that you're just taking a few moments to be in the body, to feel, to nurture yourself, to feel, just to feel. To nurture yourself and give yourself a little bit of self-care. I don't know why we have to feel guilty about that, or maybe that's just me, but I do feel guilty sometimes about taking care of myself because there's laundry to fold and food to make and housekeeping to do, and oh my God, there's all those spreadsheets for work and all of that stuff. And a lot of times we let ourselves go very, very far to the bottom of the list. But Brene Brown actually wrote one of her books. I'll have to look, and if I can find it, I'll put a link down here in the description. But she actually wrote in one of her books, I think it was The Brave One. I'm not sure. Anyway, she said, go ahead and write yourself a permission slip. Remember when we used to do that when we had kids? And you would say, little Joey or whoever has my permission to go on a field trip on December 2nd or whenever it was, and then you would sign it. So my permission slip for myself was, Dear Christine, Christine has my permission to take 15 minutes out of every day to do something that makes her feel good. Sincerely, Christine. And if you need to literally go get a sticky note or something like that and write it out. When I did the practice, I can't tell you really how liberating it was, giving myself permission to do something nice for myself. So I encourage you to give yourself permission to do something nice for yourself, whatever that thing may be. And if you have found this video or any of my other videos to be helpful, I would encourage you to like it, share it, comment on it. You know how social media works. It will help me and it might help somebody else. And that's the whole goal of this channel. So, with that being said, I invite you to spread your arms wide and inhale as you lift them up